Well, guys, in the course of the day, I left this few hours ago to go do some other stuff, and came back out here just to retune it and double check my intonation. And in that amount of time, GoPro managed to reconfigure their program. So it took me 10 minutes to figure out how to get my monitor to work again. Thank you for fixing things that don't need to be fixed, all you tech companies. I appreciate that. All right, so here we are. I did I think I counted, there was something like 6 or 7 frets that had some rocking on them. Thing I want to reiterate, because I have already iterated it, so I just want to reiterate it, that when you're checking and I'll just work on this end since we're down here. When you're checking fret rocking, now I notice there's a very slight little rock right there, which is weird because I didn't have one there before. Of course, the one I picked. Anyway, when you're doing that and you correct, say you have a dot here, you just got a little high spot, you file that out, you correct it. You want to make sure you're not taking it too far. And the way to do that is by filing it and checking it often and making sure you're just right there. Then you go either side of that and make sure that you don't have a rock on either side of it, because if you take too much out of the one that appears to be high, the next thing you know, you've got one that's high next to it, adjacent. So I did all that. Everything turned out really nice, I think, except now that I stick this here, I have this ever so slight of a rock on this one fret, which is weird. Of course, I had the neck straight and I had it without any string tension on it when I checked it. So this is the first time I've seen this neck with string tension. I have played it all the way up and down the neck though. Checked every fret. I don't have any kind of buzzing or problems anywhere. My fret height at the 12th fret is, my string height rather, at the 12th fret is a very, very, very tight 464s. Basically, I can't see the 464 line, so, but I'm not 364, so but I'm very low. I am at 364s on the E, the high E. The skinny E, and so got all the new electronics are in, everything's working properly. Pickup height is adjusted, intonation is adjusted. Truss rod is got about 8 thousandths of relief from the first fret to the body joint fret, which is about number 20. Usually I will come a little farther out, but this neck was so flat that it really didn't make any difference how far back I checked. I still have about 8 thousandths of relief there at the 7th fret. So it is, it's a very flat neck. It plays really great. If there's anything else that I wanted to mention about this thing, I did clean the front. I'll polish the back and the neck and everything before. I told you I tighten all the tuners, make sure that not only are the nuts tight, but that the screws are also on the back get checked and they're tight. And they weren't loose. This is a new guitar. Oh, I did file the nut in so that it was better here. You know, it was high at the nut. It was getting a lot of if you open E and then you fretted it, it was really sharp on the F. And but anyway, so yeah, all the way across I'm down. I did polish the frets that I messed with. I went back and I cleaned and oiled the fretboard. And then I also took the height off the nut. The nut was already high before I lowered the strings in it, so definitely took some nut height down, and now I have good, respectable nut, and it feels good. No sharp edges, no square. I can never think of anything to play because I need to just write something that isn't copywritten. I can't wait until they copyright a pentatonic scale. That'll be wonderful. Wonder if if I do this slow enough. Anyway, if it won't count. So I don't know how this was wired before, but just so you know, and so you can all yell at me if I did it wrong. I wired these as the volumes. So neck volume, bridge volume, neck tone, bridge tone. I know sometimes you see them this way. You see, you know, neck, bridge, volume, and then tones back here. That might actually be more normal. I don't know. But when I was doing this yesterday, that's what it ended up as. I'll check with the owner. If it's not something he likes or he can't get used to, I'll change it. So that's both pickups. Neck pickup. Pickup. Copyright for dueling banjos. All right, here we go. So once again, neck. Up the neck. All right, a reminder, these were the EMG passive Revelation pickup, all plug and play, and what's it say on there? It says 30 or 30 or I don't know. What's it say on the end of the box? It just says Revelation set. No, it's got something over here. I don't know what that means. RVL-N plus RVL or RUL-B. I don't know. Anyway, it did have everything. It says right here, includes all the hardware. It had everything in it. It wasn't anything I had to go looking for because this was a new enough guitar that the switch worked. If it had been an old guitar and the switch was funky, then we would have had to have soldered the switch leads on, which wouldn't be a big deal for me, but it could be a big deal for somebody that only wants to, you know, screw and plug things together. So they sound good. I'm not running them through any kind of effects or distortion or anything, so I don't know what they would do. They sound like pretty normal pickups to me. Once again, neck only. And bridge only. that's everything. The only thing that I might not have mentioned, I mentioned it earlier, that these are 9s, 9 through 46 on the string gauge. And yeah, we're cool. Done. Nice guitar. I know a lot of people are kind of snobby about where their guitars are made, but I think Epiphone does a pretty decent job, even though this was in China. Yeah, pretty guitar, and plays well. I didn't measure anything. I was going to do that when I had the strings off, or before I had strings on it. I was going to measure the depth of the neck at the 1st and 12th frets, and I didn't do it, but it's kind of hard to do it now because I don't want to loosen the strings off again. Alrighty, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, whether this is your morning coffee or this is just before bedtime. Take care, folks. Thanks for watching.